a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. See if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Packers, nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, box. Nothing but room to run.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He'll get this one to Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards that time for number 19. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And the Lions, first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Packers.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 7-yard pickup.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Yards to go.
Rodgers again now. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, first down Packers.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kenny Golladay with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well, and that's Kenny Golladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Golladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And this carries into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Everson Griffin picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on second down. Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Eluding the pressure right. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point try now for Crosby. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball is thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. The shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Everson Griffin able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. A hit as he throws there incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Everson Griffith. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Once again, it's Swift, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Stafford. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. He's got him in. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. Packers. Devontae Adams. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are back within a score.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Stafford. And James has it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Swift, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Running is Swift, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
T-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, went from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, what you gon' do with it? Stop playing. If you gon' do it, you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dog. Some way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like,
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you miss him, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love.
Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not when I'm on my own.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain.
but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking. What type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw.